Hello students, today we will discuss about the applications of the TIR, Total Internal Reflection. So mostly the two main applications are there that will be asked in the examination, and number one is totally reflecting prism, and next number two application, that is optical fiber. So first of all we will discuss the total reflecting prism. So first thing is, what is total reflecting prism? Total reflecting prism means it is a prism having the angles 45 degree to 90 degree to 45 degree. Means in this prism two angles are equal to each other, means 45 degree, which are made on the base of the prism, and one angle is 90 degree. So you can say the triangle which is formed by this 45, 90, 45 degree, that is an isosceles triangle. So in the shape of that prism having angle 45, 90 to 45, that is known as totally reflecting prism. And how can we say that it is totally reflecting prism? Because when the such prism are used and ray of light is incident, so such prism deviates the ray of light through 90 degree or 180 degree. Means when the light is incident on it, it will be reflected back through 90 degree or maybe reflected back by 180 degree by making the use of total internal reflection. Means when 90 degree and at 180 degree is reflected, so the total internal reflection phenomenon will be occurred, and after that the ray of light is deviate through 90 degree and 180 degree. So such prism deviate the ray of light through 90 degree, 180 degree by making the use of phenomenon of TIR are known as totally reflecting prism. In short, TRP. TRP means totally reflecting prism. Now the totally reflecting prism can be deviate the ray of light in two way, that is through 90 degree or maybe through 180 degree. So in first case number A, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. So we have to take a prism here, A, B, C, and in the prism the angle A and angle C both are equal to 45 degree and angle B equal to 90 degree. So 45, 90, 45 angles are there, so it is a total reflecting prism. So when the object AB is object AB, say it's object AB, it is placed in front of the AB face of the prism. So ray of light is incident normally on the first face AB of the prism, because these are incident normally on the face, and I have already discussed in the total internal reflection, and the ray of light is incident at 90 degree or at normally on the interface of the two media, it pass through the interface of the media along a straight line. It means the ray which is start from the point A moving along a straight line and incident on the face AC of the prism. Similarly, the ray which is start from the B and it will be incident on the face AC of the prism ABC, because this AC having angle 45 degree, but the critical angle for the prism, that is IC, it is always approximately equal to 42 degree, but the angle is 45. So angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle for the air glass media. Therefore, the ray is reflected back in the same medium. So it is reflected like this. It is reflected in the downward direction like this, through like this. It means if we draw an angle here at that point, so this angle equal to 45, this is also equal to 45, it is 45, it is also equal to 45. So total angle will be equal to 90 degree. So we can say that when the ray start from the A and incident at this point, so it will be reflected back through 90 degree, and again there is ray incident on the face BC at normally, so moving along a straight line. Now first ray AB, it is in inside direction, so arrow is in upward direction, so arrow is formed in this direction, and B point is reflected from this point. This is the end of this. So AB image, object, the image of the AB object is formed A dash B dash here, and this is the skill work. In this skill work, we can see that the ray is deviated through 90 degree. Similarly, another example is also there. Suppose this is a complete prism and the one part of the upper part of the prism is cut off, so it is made of just like a trapezium. In that case of trapezium, when an object AB is placed in front of the one face AD of that trapezium, this is a trapezium prism, so the ray is incident like this, and because this point, this face AD, it makes an angle 45 degree. Similarly here it is a 45 degree, so the ray is bent like this, and the image will be formed after reflection from the face, so it will be incident on the base of the prism AB, and after that the rays reflected back in the same media. Again the angle is made by here, it is 45 degree, and it is more than the critical angle, that is 42 degree, so it is reflected back in the same medium like this. So it is reflected back like this. Okay, then after that the ray, because incident at the 45 degree, again it will be move along a straight line because it bends again 45 degree due to the face BC of the prism, and the image is formed here. So this ray AD is starting from this point, and again it is in the downward direction, so arrow will be in the downward direction. So AB object, image of the AB is formed here, A dash B dash, so inverted image is formed here. Similarly here, so in that case this is the change here, angle 45 degrees, here is angle change, but total angle equal to 90 degree. So we can say it is a deviation through 90 degree, and image is formed at the point A dash B dash. So A dash B dash is the image of the AB. It is the second case when the image is formed through the trapezium. And next is the B part, to deviate a ray of light through 180 degree. So in that case, the object is placed here near the base. So at the base point B, its angle 45 degree. Similarly, angle C, it is 45 degree, and angle A, it's a 90 degree. It means it is a totally reflecting prism. Now in that case, suppose the object AB is placed here, it's a object AB, so ray is incident normally on the base of the prism like this, because it is incident normally, so they will be refracted along a straight line like this, move along a straight line. But AB is swing at 45 degree, so it will be bent through by making the angle at this point 45 degree. So when the angle is bent at 45 degree, moving along a straight line, because this angle, if we divide it into, it is 45 degree, similarly 45 degree, so total will be equal to 90 degree. Again the ray is incident on the AC face of the prism, and again it is swing at 45 degree, that is more than the critical angle of the prism, that is equal to 42 degree. So it is returned back in the downward direction like this, by making the angle here, and totally reflecting phenomenon is occurred here. So due to the total internal reflection, the ray is bent towards the downward direction. Now this ray A, we start from this, it is like this and moving along that part, so it will be here. It means the arrow sign will be in the outward direction. Again you can say here, first of all the 90 degree bend here, again it will be 90 degree bend at another point, so total angle 90 plus 90, that is equal to 180 degree. So we can say that it is a deviation through 180 degree. So this skill work will be asked in the examination. Some prism is given in the examination and AB object is placed in front of the one face of the prism, and you have to complete that ray diagram, and such questions will be asked in the 1 mark question, or suppose 2 questions are given in the paper, it will be asked in the 2 marks question in the examination. Now there is one difference between the deviation through mirror and deviation through totally reflecting prism. In the mirror we know that there is a polish in the back face of the mirror, but here there is not any silvering polish, means the silvering polish do not required in the totally reflecting prism. So there is a one advantage in comparison to the mirror. And second thing is, because in that prism when the ray is deviated, so the ray will not be, means intensity of the light will not be absorbed by the silvering polish of the mirror. Therefore 100% reflection is there. But in case of mirror, because silvering polish is there, some intensity of light is absorbed. So 92% to 95% light is refracted, and approximately 5 to 10% light will be absorbed by the silvering polish. So image will not be more bright. But in case of prism, the image will be more bright. So good image is found because the intensity remains the same after reflection through 90 degree or maybe reflection through 180 degree. And next is the point that is the same, the image will be very bright in case of the totally reflecting prism when the ray is deviated to 90 degree or maybe 180 degree. Okay, in the next video we will see the next application of the TIR. Okay, thank you very much.